Now, his narrow win in the Mbere North by-election was widely interpreted as a defining moment in the Mount Kenya East political landscape, handing Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki a political lifeline. His win coming at the backdrop of a hotly contested poll. The newly elected lawmaker, Wamuthende, is our guest tonight. Talk to us, send us a message on 22047. Mheshimiwa, thank you very much once again for making time for us tonight on TV47.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
It's more than a month
since to be here. Yeah, it's more than a month now.
Since you are sworn in as the Mbere North Member of Parliament.
Yes.
How is the experience like?
It's actually quite a good experience. You know, it's a new space for me. But I'm happy I've been able to demonstrate that I'm able to lead the people. I'm able to meet the promises. I've already started delivering. I've done a lot of lobbying because that is something I also promised the people. So in the last 1.5 months, sort of, I've been up and down, balancing, meeting the people, lobbying, and making time to deliver the promises.
The IEBC did declare you as the winner of that poll, yes. But it was surely a contested, close call, isn't it?
Well, I still feel we had more. There are issues, and it's in court, so I can't discuss much about what happened during that day. But we won. We won fair. We won. We have the people's mandate to serve. So while I wouldn't discuss so much about it, because it's in court, obviously. So, but a win is a win, and the people are happy. The people want me to serve them, yeah, and I'll do that.
And when you say the people are happy, I think it's a guess, right, to say it is Mbere North people who are happy.
My focus is on Mbere North. I may involve myself a bit in the national politics, but that is mainly to support government, to support my president, my deputy president. But my focus is basically Mbere North, because they gave me the mandate to serve them, and I'm here to do that. Yeah. And
how do you respond to those who, Mheshimiwa, say you are a product of government-led spending, government-led voter intimidation, to the extremes of accusing you and your side of rigging the polls?
Whew, okay. They don't know what they are talking about. It's as simple as that, because I've realized that since I started coming out in the media, people are seeing someone different from the person they heard about. And it's the same case. They heard that there was rigging. I mean, again, it's in court, but I can tell you, if it happened, maybe the opposition did, not our side. We had an issue-based campaign, and I keep asking people, if the opposition never had any agenda, in fact, most of their meetings were about insults. The name Wamuthende itself was made by opposition at some point. They were talking about me more than they were talking about themselves. So they actually didn't have a chance, because we had issues, we had an agenda, we promised things that we would do for the people, and the people listened to us. They had nothing to offer. In fact, I'm surprised they would claim we rigged.
Still on that question, Mheshimiwa, on the question of just a product of being the government, you had the full backing of the government. It was in a public display. The Deputy President did pitch tent there. The CS, whom you replaced as the Member of Parliament, was there for some time. You are not necessarily saying the government, you did not have the support of the government, is it?
I did not have support, the support of government. Individuals came to support me in their own capacity, and I welcomed them. The Mbere people welcomed them, and they supported me in their individual capacity. Of course, it's expected that I would have people to support me. The opposition candidates had people who supported them. We are not complaining, because in a contest, you get your best, and I get my best. So if your best is you pick the best who is actually really not adding value to your campaign, that's up to you.
Mheshimiwa, you say individuals came to support me. These individuals were not any random individuals. It was a sitting minister whom you were replacing and the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. That was what some are interpreting as the full backing of the state.
You see, I'm here in my capacity as Leo Wamuthende. I'm also the MP Mbeere North. Things I may say here, tomorrow you may say MP Mbeere North said or Leo said it. So Deputy President CS Ruku, they supported in their individual capacity. I needed moral support, and of course I needed that backup, and I'm happy I got it. And I must say, the government agenda is something very important to the people of Mbeere North, because we are not only disadvantaged, we are also quite marginalized. So it's very important for government to show that they care about my people. So again, that's very important. And I must say it came out very well during the campaign, even after, and even before the campaigns. It's not so much about individuals or government coming to support me. Yes.
Mheshimiwa, I'm sure you know this better than me. Many had interpreted this Mbeere North contest as fault lines of whether the Deputy President, Professor Kithure Kindiki, is still in charge politically of Central and particularly Mount Kenya East. In your campaigns, was it interpreted that way, that somehow this could be a defining moment?
Well, it definitely was an important by-election. I mean, we had Mount Kenya, where someone was claiming he has shares. I mean, he owns Mount Kenya. He is the kingmaker in Mount Kenya. He said a lot of things. And we had someone who represents government and works, you know, delivering to the people of Kenya. So some people saw it as you correctly put it, a defining moment. But I believe Deputy President Kithure Kindiki was not on the ballot. The most important thing that happened is that Kenyans today know that the person shouting the loudest about Mount Kenya has no control of Mount Kenya. I know at some point he even said, oh, I didn't have a candidate there. But we are saying he was asked to bring a candidate. He never did that. And even as we speak, we have a by-election. We have 2 by-elections in my constituency, Evrore Ward and Muminji Ward. We are telling him, bring your candidates, so that tomorrow when we beat you, you don't say it wasn't me, I wasn't there.
And just for purpose of clarity, Mheshimiwa, when you say the person who is speaking the loudest of Mount Kenya, whom are you referring to?
I'm referring to this angry man. That's all I call him.
Surely he has a name.
Yeah? You know the person I'm talking about. Yeah.
That would be your assumption, Mheshimiwa.
Yeah?
That will be your assumption.
Yeah.
Who are
there
you
is
talking?
only one man in the whole mountain who threatens people, who wants people to bow down to him, who wants to claim that he owns the mountain. That, in fact, even the other day he spoke about that some schools should be reserved for some people. So you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, this man from Wamunyoro.
The impeached former deputy president.
That's the guy.
After your win, he's on record saying you won because his party, DCP, did not field a candidate, though his affiliate party, DP, did. Your response to it?
He came, he campaigned, he pretended to take tea with the poor people of Mbeere North. He went to people's homes, he went to people's kitchens against our customs. So he cannot claim he wasn't there. In fact, he was very loud. At one point he said, I cannot win. He'll be shocked if I won. So he cannot say that he didn't participate. He actually led that campaign. He led the campaign and the people rejected him. So he should just accept and move away from politics. I mean, members of parliament did the right thing. They gave him a red card. He should just respect. When you get a red card, you wait until the match ban is over. So his match ban is 10 years. Yeah, so he should just stay at home, and at least he has a prayerful wife. He needs a lot of prayers, actually.
And if you were elected a member of parliament before the impeachment, will it be fair to say you would have also impeached him?
101%.
Why?
Because his conduct is not the conduct of a good leader. I'll give you an example. When he went on live television, he said, I don't have a wife, I don't have children, I don't have a home, I live in Kilifi, I'm not even from Bere North. That shows the caliber of a person he is. He didn't even try to do a research on who is my opponent. When you have someone like that claiming to be a national leader, then you have a problem. Because I would expect a leader to even try and know your opponent. Who is this Leo Wamuthende? What kind of a person is he? Look at, even you can look for my weaknesses if there are, everyone has. But you cannot come and spread falsehoods as the party leader, as the so-called united opposition leader. He led that team. So for me, I think he has no character. He has no moral standing to, even to claim to be leading the mountain. And I want to speak to my people. We have a leader in President William Samoei Ruto, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, and that's where we should put our focus.
Mheshimiwa, when the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the former impeached Deputy President, says he has a head count of 7 million votes and that he is the central opposition figure whose central is listening to politically, you dispute that? I
dispute, because he showed that he doesn't even know what he talks about. Yeah, he comes out and says things that later people even wonder what he was talking about. And I've demonstrated, I've said it based on my case. Personal experience, I've actually never even met him. I said I'm happy I've never met him, and I really don't need to. But he does not hold control over anyone. We had a big meeting in Nyeri on Saturday, and a very successful meeting, UDA meeting. I know everyone is aware that maybe last year, a time like now, we could not have done that. But now the president knows that his people, the people he spoke to, the people he made friends with, they need him, and we want him to come and take ownership of the so-called mountain. Because to be honest, you all know, before we had a deputy president or a running mate for the president, we had decided to vote overwhelmingly for President William Samoei Ruto. So when someone says he has a hold of the mountain, he was actually made by the president. And that is gone.
Mheshimiwa, when President William Ruto this weekend was meeting grassroots leaders in Nyeri, he said he does not need anyone to help him climb the mountain philosophically, politically.
Yes.
There are some who say the mountain is slippery this time for the president, that he has lost touch of it politically, and the numbers may not be in his favor. You're thinking?
One thing is the mountain always votes as a bloc. It's never, if you look at over time, people decide and they move as a bloc. So when the president says he doesn't need help, it is true, because he formed relationships with the people. So he knows who to call, he knows who to approach maybe to organize meetings, and he has all of us. We are there to support him. And the amazing thing is people talk like we don't come from the mountain. We come from the mountain. I was recently elected. So when people talk of a slippery mountain, it's just perceptions. And people create these perceptions and fool people who are not keenly following. If you go to Nyeri town today and say two-term, you'll be greeted with two-term and Mbwegze. So when the slippery mountain you are talking about, or people are talking about, we are yet to see that.
Mheshimiwa, understandably, pre-2022 elections, the president had a near fanatical following from that region.
Yes.
It is the change that some are saying the numbers could not be as high as they were in 2022 in his favor. Yes,
so it's true. When this man was impeached, yeah, he became so emotional. You remember, he even admitted himself to a hospital, came out almost crying, and you know, and in Mount Kenya, as you know, we are sympathetic to people. We listen to people, and he came out like he has been victimized. So this is the narrative he has been taking to the people for the last almost 1.5 years. Of course, you would expect that people would have taken that narrative to be true, but we have been talking to people and explaining to them that this guy actually fired himself. He was disrespectful. He had no government agenda. He went straight to trying to stealing, to doing unspeakable things that I can't say on live television. So we are explaining that to people, and they are seeing him for who he is. Another good thing that happened, you remember there was this talk of how he would be rough on MPs, even making MPs bow to him. People have seen it physically, you know. He actually said, if you are not in my party, you are no leader. You are not a leader. That is not being, that's not being fair to the people from the mountain. So Wananchi have seen the kind of a person he is, and that's why he has lost grip of what he thought he had. He spread falsehoods, and we are telling people the truth. Again, people are experiencing development projects from government. They have not lost anything because he left his residence or his position. Yeah.
Mheshimiwa, I understand this is not the first political stab that you made. You are a gubernatorial candidate for Embu.
Yes.
In 2017. Yes. You, of course, won this by-election. Yeah. You intend to retain your seat towards the 2027 polls?
Yes, yes, yes. I want to work hard for my people. They gave, in fact, the moment I was elected, I said everyone now everyone is my constituent. All of them. You know, it's not like the people who elected me deserve more of my services than the people who didn't elect me. I said, I will serve all the people. And why that is important to me is because the people who did not elect me had a right to do so, because I came in, I didn't have like, you know, what you would call a public development record. Of course, I've done a lot of things, but from the background. So they had a right to do so. And now it's my turn to demonstrate that I can do what I said, so that in 2027, when I go back to the people, they can actually, they have a good reason to get me back to serve them. So yes, I will defend my seat, and every action I take now is not only towards the defending that seat, but also to fulfilling the promises I made to the people.
And Mheshimiwa, as we conclude, some of the actions you took was, one, to change your name from, I believe, Leonard Muriuki Njeru to Leo Wamuthende.
Yeah.
Why did you change your name?
I've actually managed to forget that name. There are a number of reasons. Again, this is in court. I don't know whether I can talk about it, but I had good reasons. They had nothing to do with... I still have my ID number, by the way. When you change your name, you retain your ID number. So it was related to politics, and I'm happy I did it.
You say it was related to politics. Some say it was related to an oxygen plant scandal worth more than 400 million shillings at Kenyatta National Hospital.
I still have my ID number. Yeah, anything that, any document that you sign within government is attached to your ID number. I still have my ID number. You cannot change your name. You cannot change your name because of a project or any undoing, because you still retain your ID number. I'm still the same person. Yeah, so
fair enough. You're still the same person. But
yeah, you can claim it, but you cannot change your name and say, who is Leonard Muriuki Njeru? Who is that? Yeah,
it's Leo Wamuthende.
No, I was Leonard Muriuki Njeru. I'm not disputing. I'm not running away from that. I'm now Leo Wamuthende Njeru. So that is my new name. It has nothing to do with any scandal.
You say it has nothing to do with a scandal of an oxygen plant at the Kenyatta National Hospital,
yes,
in which EACC mentions you?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with that. If you think about it, and I'll repeat, if all those documents have my ID number, yeah, I did not change my ID number. I'm still the same person defined by that ID. Another thing I want to say is that was very sensational. In fact, I remember the opposition pushed to have me on front page, national headlines, and they made copies and distributed. But people know me, yeah? I have never stolen. I'm not planning to. And
Mheshimiwa, you say people know me. I think EACC also knows you as someone who was implicated in this oxygen plant scandal, isn't it?
That's an independent body. They are free to do their investigations. They are free to come up with reports. And I am free to defend myself.
Mheshimiwa, you had a first class, I understand, in biochemistry from the University of Nairobi.
Yes.
You must be a sharp guy to know whether you are involved in a scandal or not.
Of course, and I'm sharp enough not to be involved in any scandal. I'm sharp enough to know that what you are blessed with is yours. You don't have to steal. I've worked my way up, yeah, and I always say, and I'll say it again, even if it's all stripped away, I'll rise up again, yeah, because I know how I came up. I worked hard. I still work hard to date. And
with respect, Mheshimiwa, is that part of working hard, part of being the owner or director of Biomax Africa Limited, the company mentioned in this case?
Yeah, that's one of my companies, yes. Yeah.
And you understand this is the case EACC is referring to?
I'm saying EACC is free to conduct investigations, to come up with reports. I am free to stay an innocent person accused until proven guilty. In fact, some of those claims are very ridiculous, but I'll leave it at that. And you see, the good thing, it has always been another side. I've never told my side.
Okay.
And just to put it into perspective, when you are doing that magnitude of business, remember, and you are working your way up, you make enemies, and you take away business from people. And I want you to investigate how much oxygen most hospitals spend in a month. Now imagine you put up a project that takes away that monthly business. How many enemies do you have? Then put that into perspective.
And just on a factual point, because EACC says the tender was awarded on fabricated paperwork. Finally, perhaps, to the people of Mbwegze North who are watching this program in 30 seconds.
That's actually what they said?
This is what EACC says.
Okay.
To the people of Mbwegze North who are watching this program tonight, 30 seconds, what would you tell?
To the people of Mbwegze North, again, I say thank you so much. I'm always indebted to you for supporting me, for voting for me. And I still I still promise you, I keep my promises. Today, we have free day secondary schools, day secondary school in Mbwegze North. I still am working on Gikuyari Road. I'm working on other projects, and I promise you I will deliver. So we are one, we are Mbwegze people. We have 2 by-elections. Let us stick with government. Let us vote for the UDA candidates.
Leo Wamuthende, Mheshimiwa, thank you very much for making time for us tonight on TV 47.
Thank you. It's been a long day, but I'm happy we had this nice chat. I
appreciate your audience and clarifying some of the questions we have asked in pursuit of fairness. It's not us alleged. Mheshimiwa Leo Wamuthende is a lawmaker in Mbwegze North. He won in that contest in November 28th, 2025. He will be serving as a member of parliament, and he says he will be seeking a fresh mandate of being a member of parliament come 2027. Let's get to some more